welcome to Essential West Midlands. I'm Conor Mackham. The drinking and drug culture that was already prominent in the West Midlands is on the rise, leading to an increase in alcohol-related violence and health issues, with local hospitals being at breaking point. We speak to MP Louise Grant about this issue, but first, Callum Murphy reports on this worrying trend.
Promotional videos like this show the glamour of a night out. However, this is in stark contrast with what you'd encounter post 12 o'clock, with alcohol-related violence rising to prominence and leaving a bitter taste in the mouth of partygoers. Alcohol-related violence in the UK is on the rise. There's immense concern to the authorities. Of the 1.3 million violent incidents in the UK last year, over 700,000 were alcohol-related, with the majority involving men. Most shockingly, it seems that a large proportion of these were involved between strangers. This is seen as a nightly basis by doormen who work at late-night venues. James, I'm Callum Murphy and I'm here with Essential News. Would you say that alcohol consumption during nights out has increased significantly?
In my 10 years of being a bouncer, yes, I would say that it's increased significantly. I'm seeing more and more people turn up to my door far too drunk to be let into the club.
Alcohol is concerned, violence and accidents don't seem to be too far away. Can you tell us about any incidents which have had a direct link to alcohol consumption?
I will have a direct link to alcohol consumption fight nearly every night that I am in work, because one person will bump into another, someone will think that it's some sort of threat, and they end up fighting and not even really knowing why they're fighting. So there's a direct link between the fights that I have to deal with and having too much to drink.
Hello, I'm here with Shane Trainer, who's DJ'd in multiple locations across the country. So would you say, is it a week-to-week occurrence that there will be issues during a night out?
Not every week, but there has been issues before where just general people have too much to drink and they get thrown out by the bouncers, and then there ends up being fights. Sometimes other people can be harmed.
The stats are there in black and white, and the increasing levels of both alcohol-related violence and subsequent deaths means sadly it might not only be a night drawing to a conclusion, but a life. Callum Murphy, Essential West Midlands.
I'm joined in the studio by local MP for Acox Green, Louise Grant. Louise, what measures are you going to introduce in order to eradicate the drinking and violence problem?
Well, before I kind of give you those measures, I'd just like to agree that I certainly think that the drinking culture within our local constituency and within the Birmingham area is of deep concern. My constituency at the moment are working on liaising with local schools, talking to governing bodies within schools and improving the education within schools about substance abuse and the dangers of substance abuse. We're also working closely with West Midlands Police in order to ensure that troubles within city centres at weekends, at evenings, we can now get that under control and start to inform the public that the city centre is safe to go to.
Okay. Oh, thank you for your time, and for any more information regarding this matter, please visit our website. And now it's time for the weather with Neve.
Good evening. Heavy slip today. That's no surprise due to the record amount of snow that's fallen across the Atlantic. It's already shown its face here in the UK this week with persistent rain, windy with a chance of gale and incredibly icy conditions. This wind will continue throughout the week as already seen today, with this tree's fallen down on Harborne Road in Birmingham. There have been gusts recorded up to 53 miles per hour, so please be careful with that wind this week. On Tuesday evening we start to see the rain moving away from the Midlands, and as we head into the night, temperatures plummet as we start to see that Arctic air coming in. We have got some Met Office weather warnings for Wednesday night into Thursday morning, so please be careful. As we move through Wednesday night, we see that rain continuing. It will be persistent, but it won't be everywhere, it will spread out. And Thursday, as we move through the morning, we see that rain going towards the east. And as we move into Thursday day evening, we see the temperatures beginning to rise with a high of 7 degrees. Now, as we move into Friday, we see this ridge of high pressure again coming across from the Atlantic. And here is the overview for the week. As you can see, there is a lot of rain from Wednesday, but as we head into Thursday and Friday, there will be patches of dry, but we see that rain shown again on Saturday. Please keep updated with travel and weather updates on our website and our radio station.